At the end of May 1996, an important North Sea offshore installation arrives at the port of Rotterdam to be dismantled. This first platform dismantling project, after the discussions on the BRENT SPAR, is an initiative of a group of private companies, the Chamber of Commerce, and port authorities. The site where this and future offshore installations will be dismantled under the strictest safety and environmental conditions was chosen for many reasons. Here, the port has planned the location of what will become the largest deep-water scrap terminal in the world. One of the world's largest waste handling and recycling companies, AVR, is at walking distance. It is not the first time that a dismantling project has taken place in Rotterdam, but it will be the first to be covered by a full monitoring program to ensure top safety and to provide detailed input for future policy. All waste, hazardous and non-hazardous, is separated, such as marine growth, batteries, chemicals, building waste, and insulation materials. The 6,000-ton structure has to be cut into smaller workable pieces. This work is undertaken in accordance with pre-prepared dismantling drawings and with the greatest care and consideration. All activities are carefully followed and recorded by the monitoring crew, to the man, qualified and experienced technical experts. Firstly, the topside structures are carefully cut into sections of some 100 to 200 tons each. The cutting lines are carefully calculated to avoid structural collapse. The slings are installed and the sections lifted onshore for further work. Onshore, the work is carried out under the management of the HAPO and KUREV companies. The jacket is likewise gradually dismantled from top to bottom. The steel double tubing of the jacket shows the effects of its 9 years under the waters of the North Sea. The removal of the sections is undertaken with particular care to ensure the continued stability of the structure. To eliminate the smells of marine growth during the dismantling work, the structure is sprayed with a natural biological product. Any small fires that break out are handled rapidly with the large amount of firefighting equipment left on the platform. The offshore installation has much valuable equipment on board which can be refurbished for reuse. It includes not only small equipment such as batteries and lamps, but also generators and satellite dishes. What may have been sold off even before dismantling is heavier equipment such as cranes, engines, and fire pumps. After all the reusable equipment has been removed from the structure, attention is given to the recyclables, materials that will require certain treatment to extract often very valuable metals such as tin, aluminium, zinc and copper. After all hazardous material has been removed, non-reusable large parts are crushed in preparation for reprocessing. Many further processes will be required. Every product and material has its own place. Electricity cables are cut and stripped to recover the copper. Many of these activities are very labor-intensive, but very necessary to avoid hazardous materials entering the environment. Plastic is separated and disposed of responsibly. Circuits containing valuable metals such as tin and aluminium are prepared for back-to-feedstock melting. In order to optimize logistics, all associated activities are located at or adjacent to the Botlek scrap and dismantling terminal. All piping is sorted by material, weight and size. Other structures are cut up according to the current world scrap standard dimensions and are sold on to the steel industry. As a result of the close monitoring, industry and the authorities now know how such a complex site should be optimally run and managed. With this dismantling project, Rotterdam has shown that such a risky and sensitive enterprise can be completed safely and economically. The port now offers the solution to industry. The Botlek scrap and dismantling terminal is scheduled to become the largest of its kind in the world, working on sound and safe practice. But first, the next assignment.